We're looking at the idea of global maximum value and global minimum value. These are your new terminologies. So let me explain this with a graph. I have a function with is a closed interval and which is continuous. If I move from one end of the graph to the other end, along the way I would have reached some minimum value and maximum value. The highest is clearly over here. It's around 1000. So 1000 is your global maximum value. Does it make sense? And this point somewhere over here is your lowest value, around minus 200. That's the lowest that this dot will reach along the y-axis. That is your global minimum value, right? So the global minimum value is the lowest output value of the function, while your global maximum value is a value which is the highest of the given function. So f of c will always be lesser than f of x when it comes to lowest value, and when it comes to the maximum value, the highest value, f of c will be always greater than f of x, where x is from given interval. It's a very simple, straightforward idea. So over here I have a closed interval, that is the end points are known. This point is your global minima, and this point is your global maxima. Okay, very clear cut idea. So it is the value that it picks up along the x-axis, sorry, y-axis, not x-axis, y-axis. Now I have a very specific case, it being closed and open interval. You guys know the idea of closed and open interval. So why we need this when we talk about global minimum and maximum value is the following. We need to understand this, because when it comes to closed interval, when we talk about a continuous function, we will be always able to find the minimum and maximum value. This is as per the theorem called as extreme value theorem. Some of you might have read it, some of you might not have. So according to that theorem, we will be able to find the minimum and maximum value that the function reaches for a given interval, provided it's a continuous function. I hope you guys remember what is a continuous function. Continuous function is a function wherein I can start drawing the graph from one end and can go to the other end without lifting my pen. Right, that is an example of a continuous function. If I have it to be a closed interval, I'll have a definite answer for your global minimum and maximum. This is not the case when it comes to your open interval. That's why I have two different cases. When it comes to open interval, we might be able to find the global minimum and maximum. The reason being, in open interval, the function might approach an extreme value, but since the interval does not include the endpoints, we cannot definitely say the global minimum and maximum value. Let me put it in this way. See, here say we define this function to be an open interval from minus 3 to 6. That is, 6 is not part of the output. The closest to 6, whatever we can think of, is the value that is part of the output or input. Or output, it is input. What I mean is, if I ask you, we have an open interval from minus 3 to 6, what is the last possible value that you can think of? You guys might tell 5.9. I'll tell that, you know what, better than that is 5.99. Then you guys might stop and tell, you know what, we can pick up 5.999. And I can stop you guys, and this will never end. So when we don't have a definite ending point, right, we will never get a definite final answer. When we don't have a definite final answer, we will not be able to tell the maximum value. So some places we'll be able to find the global maximum and global minimum by talking about the mathematics behind it. So we'll see such examples. But in most of the cases, we'll never be able to figure out, you know what, this is a global maximum, global minimum for quite a few cases. Right? For this very reason, very simple reason, we don't know the endpoints, as simple as that. Okay? For that very reason, here we'll not be able to answer the maximum value. So when it comes to open interval, closed interval, yes, we have a definite input value, the last input value. We have a definite starting point, ending point. Then we will be able to talk about the maximum and minimum value. but not in case of open interval. So this is a commonsensical point, but you guys have to know this. I would like you guys to again copy all of this.